So let's talk about Satan a little bit, because we gotta, in order for us to understand how we give away our power, we gotta understand to who we give that power to, because that person was that powerful to take away the power that God gave us to be like God. So we die like mere mortals because we give away the power that God gave us in the beginning.
Right.
So let's find out about Satan. Who's Satan? Satan was an angel. Not only an angel, but he was a guardian cherub. A covering cherub. That means those angels who basically protect God's power from consuming other stuff, right? Like they're right next to God, they're beside God. Those
like his associate.
They have their own will. Other angels they call seraphim, I think. Other ones, they're basically they are command. They are ordained to do stuff. But a cherub, he has his own will.
Right.
There's Michael. Michael's a cherub. Those are big angels. They have their own sanctuary. That means they have their own angels that
they rule.
That they rule, basically. They look after them.
Right.
So
one of the big ones. They're one of the three big angels.
Exactly. So they were created, but they have their own will. Gabriel was responsible for communication. That's Gabriel. There's Michael. That guy doesn't talk too much. He comes to fight, to destroy. He doesn't play around. That's Michael. And there was Lucifer. Lucifer means the light bearer. That means the person who carries the light. Light in Hebrew, as we know, is knowledge. So Lucifer, which is Satan, was responsible
for the information.
You got it. For the information, for the divine informations of God. Lucifer was responsible for it. And he was also responsible for the culture of heaven.
Entertainment.
The art, entertainment. You got it.
Music.
So the man was powerful, you know what I'm saying? He knew everything about, and he was beautiful too. Like, if you want to look at what perfection looks like, you just have to look at Lucifer. He was the perfection of the world, of heaven. So he was just sparkless, diamonds everywhere.
He was like, wow.
He had respect in heaven. Everyone was respecting Lucifer. And then no wonder why he fell in love with himself. He started to look at himself. He felt like, yo, I'm actually beautiful. I'm actually, sparkless. I have diamonds everywhere. And then I have my own sanctuary. All these angels, you know what I'm saying? All these angels are after me. Like, he fell in love. But he did not know that he's a creation. That's one thing he forgot about. He is a creation. He's not stuff. He's not a God. He's not like self-existing.
Right.
Spirit being. No. Right. He was created.
Exactly. He's not like God, right? God was not.
That means he's owned by God. So, when you're having your inclinations of evil thoughts in heaven, because you're God's creation, he sees it, he knows it.
Because he knows everything.
And you can't have that in the throne of the king. You can't have those uniquity. So since he's the creator, he saw that Lucifer was becoming proud of himself, of his beauty, of his own beauty. And that's when the Lord declared, hey, buddy, listen up. You said to your heart that you are perfect, that you want to become like the Most High, like me. Just for that. Let's read the verse. Isaiah 14:12-15.
How you have fallen from heaven, morning star, son of the dawn. You have been kept.
Morning star, when they say morning star, they're talking about the light bearer, like I said earlier. He's the one who's actually covering the information of God.
Right.
He knew all the plans of God. He knew about you before you were conscious, he knew about it. He knew about it.
Right.
Because he knew all the information of God, all the divine thoughts of God.
God trusted him.
Exactly. So that was not dumb. Satan is not dumb. He knows all the information. It's crooked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you have been cast down to the earth, you who once laid low the nations. You said in your heart, I will ascend to the heavens. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. Who said?
The devil. Lucifer. He's saying to his heart. That's when God's seen it. He's saying to his heart, you know what? I will take care of this king. I'll become the king of heaven. Go ahead.
And I will sit enthroned on the mount of assembly, on the utmost heights of Mount Zaphon. I will ascend above the tops of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. But you are brought down to the realm of the dead, to the depth of the pit.
Let's continue. Now, let's read Ezekiel 28:12-19.
So, son of man, raise a lamentation over the king of Tyre, and said to him, thus said the Lord God, you were the signet of perfection, full Satan. Of wisdom.
That's Lucifer. He's talking about Lucifer. You were what? The what?
The signet of perfection.
So when you go ahead.
So when you think perfection, you see him.
Exactly.
Full of wisdom and perfect in beauty.
Full of wisdom, perfect in beauty. Go ahead.
You were Eden, the garden of God.
Eden, it's in the presence of God, in the thrones of God. He was one of those angels who knows the information, the inside.
He was kind of
information of God.
Like when you see him, you would see a snippet of God, kind of.
Thank you.
Okay. So you were in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone was covering sardius, topaz, and diamonds, beryl, onyx, and jasper, sapphire, emerald, and carved.
Listen, those are all the diamond that was covering that cherub.
And crafted in gold were your settings and your engravings. On the day that you were created, they were prepared.
On the day that you were created. Satan, Lucifer was created. So all the power that he had, the wisdom that he had, came from God, and he just corrupted it. That's the thing. Go ahead.
And you were an anointing guardian cherub. I placed you. You were on the holy mountain of God. In the midst of the stones of fire you walked. Wow, he was majestic, eh? And you were blameless in your ways from the day you were created, till unrighteousness was found in you.
Until unrighteousness was found in you. Go ahead.
And in the abundance of your trade, you were filled with violence in your midst, and you sinned. So I cast you as a profane thing from the mountain of God, and I destroyed you, O guardian cherub, from the midst of the stones of fire. Your heart was proud because of your beauty. You corrupted your wisdom for the sake of your splendor.
Time out. He's wise, but the thing is, he corrupted his wisdom. Never forget that. The devil is not dumb. He's extremely wise, but corrupted it.
Now it's becoming mischievous.
Let's talk about his nature. Yeah. Oh, are you done?
I don't know.
Okay,
were we done?
Just finish the verse. Because I already explained who he is, so it's just I wanted to make sure y'all see the verse. Just finish the verse, yeah.
Okay. So your heart was proud because of your beauty. You corrupted your vision for the sake of splendor. I cast you to the ground. I exposed you before kings to feast their eyes on you. By the multitude of your iniquity, in the unrighteousness of your trade, you profaned your sanctuary. Sanctuaries.
Remember, when I said sanctuaries, that means he was actually dedicated to control, to lead some of those angels. Some of those ordained angels, those angels who basically just follow what God says. They don't have any will. So he was controlling them. He had his own sanctuary.
Okay. I brought fire out of your midst. It consumed you. So I turned you to ashes on the earth in the sight of all who saw you. All who know you among the peoples are appalled at you. You have come to a dreadful end and shall be no more forever.
Forever. That's how he was kicked out of heaven, because he messed up. So, always remember, when God gives you something, He never takes it back. Even if you mess it up, He gives Satan all that power, all that wisdom, all that authority, that knowledge, right? So he could never take it back. He just kicked him out of heaven. And the thing is, when he kicked him out of heaven, it took the authority. They became the prince of the power of the air. They became the prince of this world. How? Because of his nature.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because of Satan's nature. Let's talk about his nature, mm-hmm. Satan. Because in Hebrew, the name of the thing is the thing. So if I said, my name is Glory, that means in my life, like in the course of my life, mm-hmm. everything about me was just glorious.
Mm-hmm. Example.
That means I've been successful all my life. Mm-hmm. I've been doing good all my life. So I have a character. That's my character. That's my reputation. Mm-hmm. Glory. My name describes who I am.
Right.
In Hebrew. So in Hebrew, if I say Satan, it means adversary, your enemy. Mm-hmm. That's his characteristic. His name describes his characteristic, his mm-hmm. personality, what he does.
Right.
So it's better to understand what he does, because he's the prince of the power of the air. He's the prince of this world. That's really dangerous. You need to understand who Satan is. Mm-hmm. Satan means adversary. That means he will always be your enemy. Like, he always wants to destroy you, to destroy your life,
go
against you,
right?
To challenge your life, to destroy your kid. Satan means adversary.
Like, he's here to block you,
your life, stop you, like anything,
hinder you.
Thank you. Anything negative, mm-hmm. that's your adversary. He brings all the negative stuff in your life.
Yeah.
Satan, adversary. The second name of Satan is devil. You know what devil means? It's not evil, it's devil. And it's a personality, it's a person. Devil means slanderer. Mm-hmm. That's what devil means, a slanderer. Slanderer means he will tell you the truth with the intent to destroy your life, with the intent to manipulate you, mm-hmm. with the intent to oppress you, with the intent to destroy your family. He told Eve, surely you ain't gonna die if you eat that fruit. You ain't gonna die.
Which is true.
You will live.
It
was true. Yeah. Adam lived more than 9 years, something like that. Mm-hmm. Adam didn't die.
900 and something years.
Exactly. He didn't die after he ate the fruit, but it was a mess up until now.
Yeah, it was a trick. He tricked him.
But it was the truth. If you eat the fruit, you ain't gonna die. You will leave. Mm-hmm. But what was the intent mm-hmm. of that truth?
To have him eat something that he wanted
to take control over the earth.
So people who do those type of things have to watch out. People who use.
And I know a lot of people who are like that. They will tell you a truth.
Yeah.
But their intent, their will, their purpose, honestly, is to destroy you, to kill you.
Yeah.
It's a slanderer. That's you being Satan, you being the devil himself when you do that. Because that's his personality, that's his characteristic. That's what he does. Mm-hmm. He will tell you something that is true, but his intent is to take control over your life.
Example, normal situation like me, it happened to me so many times where something was said in the purpose of, it could be something true. It could be something true, but it was said in the purpose to hurt you.
There's a lot of stuff.
It was said in the purpose to have a bad reputation about you, or your name to be out there in a negative way. Right?
You're being exactly like Satan. You're being the devil. You're being the devil, because the definition of the devil means a slanderer, a person who tells the truth with the intent to destroy.
Like somebody's talking about you, and so your friend comes and tell you, oh, that person said this about you, but not with the intent of trying to tell you, trying to make things better for you. No, just because they want to hurt you, or they want you to hurt your feelings, or they want you to see yourself less than. That's why you have to watch out for people like that.
He's a destroyer. That's a third personality characteristic. He's a destroyer. So when he looks at you, the first thing he thinks about, how to destroy this guy. How can I destroy his family? How can I destroy his kids? His mindset is destroying. That's his name. Fourth is a serpent. Woohoo! The serpent.
He's slithering.
No, I was watching this show about Cobra. I did not know that Cobra can just hypnotize you when he looks at you. He will stay like this for more than 10 hours just to lure you, just to hypnotize you, because he's keen and all that. He has a way to like hypnotize your senses. So he stays like this for 10 hours. You would think you would forget about him, like, and then when you forget about him, he strikes. When he does that, there's no way he will miss.
Right.
Same thing with Satan. Satan will put you in a
comfort zone. In
a comfort zone with your sin, whatever you're doing with your, you know what I'm saying? He'll get you comfortable with it. For years, you've been doing all that. You know what I'm saying? And then nothing happened. You're being blessed doing that stuff. He's watching you. Once you get comfortable, that's a serpent. He'll strike. And I guarantee you, when he strikes you, he won't miss you. Because he knows you're already hypnotized. That's a serpent. Be careful. That's his attitude. If you do something bad, if you know in your heart that you're messed up, that you have those attitude of Satan, don't get comfortable with that. Because the day will come.
So repent.
The Cobra will strike.
Pray.
Cobra will strike. You know why? He's the prince of the power of the air. He's the prince of the world. He destroyed the world. He destroys. He slanders people. He tell you a lie to destroy you.
So meaning that if you're not right 100%, then he has room to come and sneak out of nowhere.
He'll strike.
So try to be right as much as you can.
Trying to be right as much as you can, and he'll help you to be right. Because when you don't, you're giving access to that Cobra. He's watching.
Right.
You need to stop that. Next one. He's a tempter. He's a tempter. He won't make you do it, but he will tempt you to do it. That's his nature.
So he'll influence you.
Exactly. Like, let's say, if you're trying to be, the moment you say, okay, I'll stop, let's say smoking, I'll stop smoking. The moment you say it, the next, you go outside, you smell that thing everywhere. That's his nature. He's tempting you. So you can grab that thing.
Or he'll send you say, you know what, I want to be celibate, or I don't want to do anything. He'll send you that sexy girl that comes and tempts you into, like, you know, falling into sin, falling into that promise that you told yourself, for example. Same thing with like alcohol or...
Next. So we say Satan means adversary, devil, which means slanderer. We say destroyer. You know what it means? We say serpent. I explained. He lures you. Next, wicked. Wicked. So when I say wicked, that means he's the source of all wickedness in the world. So that means he sustains the wickedness of the world. He protects the wickedness of the world. He maintains it. He supports it. So he's the source of it. Any negative stuff that happens in your life, in your family, in your future, the source of it, it's him. Because everything God creates, God said it's good. So anything that's not good comes from him. It's the source of wickedness. Right? The last one, that's what I like to talk about right now. The devil is the prince of the world system. That means he rules this whole entire system. Your governing power was given to him. Your political world was given to him. Your systems of politics was given to him. Your system of control, there's a lot of systems of control in the States. You know, they invest a lot of money for those stuff, system of control to control humans. Those are demonic stuff. System of control, that was given to the devil.
Like Hollywood.
Your banking system, prince of the world controls it. Your educational system, the prince of this world controls it. Your entertainment system,
like Hollywood, everything we're hearing right now that's going on,
is the prince. Is the prince, or is a king. He controls it. The world of sport, the NBA, whatever you want to call it, he control. That's the world where he has ownership over that territory.
Right.
He's the prince of this world.